Welcome all you RV fans. This is Level M Diecast. If you're new, glad you can join. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We're talking Hitched Homes today. Greenlight Series 11. It's pretty shocking to me how long this line has lasted with the pretty small pool of castings that they have. And they haven't come out with a new casting for quite some time. But we're going to take a look at these. They still continue to rock, though. We love them. This is the 2016 Winnebago Winnie Drop. This one comes in so many colors in real life that it's really easy for Greenlight to roll through. This is kind of like a grayish, beige with some gunmetal. Actually looks pretty good. So I'm pretty excited to crack this one open for sure. It's a nice departure from the oranges and the yellows and whatnot. 1958 Cadillac Deville. This is a very simple trailer, but it is super spot on. It does have a opening awning right there on the front. The color scheme is unbelievably awesome. Black, silver, and gold looks so good. White wall tires. Can't wait to get this one open. That might be my favorite of the entire mix. Next one up, 1959 Travel trailer. Travel trailer? Travel. This one, you guys know, I actually pulled a greenie of this one from a previous haul. I don't do Hitched Homes greenies. I really don't do greenies much at all. So this one, obviously I had to wait till I got the regular version. So that's why this unboxing is a little bit late. So I do apologize for that, but we're going to crack this guy open. Pretty simple with white and dull yellow, kind of a dull canary yellow. Got another Winnie Drop on here. This one is in red with some brown on the side. That is like, faux wood. It's not real. It's just, decoed on the side. Again, like I just mentioned with the previous one, these come in so many different paint jobs, but they're kind of out there colors a little bit. Not crazy out there, but they're definitely out there. So pretty excited to get that silver painted one. One of them that's been around forever, the Airstream 16-inch Bambi. This particular trailer dates back to the very first Hitch and Tow Series 1, the very first one ever made, because it was actually delayed, which didn't make it in the original run of the case assortment. So it's kind of a looking at Greenlight like, yeah, you guys might be dead on arrival. Now, I truly believe that Greenlight has some problems with Airstream and the Bambi because obviously everybody knows Airstream. Airstreams are always silver. They're stainless steel. They're really nice or whatever. Greenlight has tried very, very hard to do other colors. They've been able to do a couple of things here and there. But I think that Airstream's pretty strict about them all being the silver. So in this case, they just add some surfboards. It has had an awning in the back. They started doing awnings a few series ago. So the awnings kind of gave it a new little lease on life, but the awnings don't really do much. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, the surfboards are not going to attach to the Bambi, but if it does, I would be shocked. This is a new casting that came out probably around Series 8 or so. This is the newest of the trailers, I believe. This is the 72 Airstream double axle land yacht safari custom. Big old mouthful. This one does have all that wood paneling on the side, some wood trim around the windows as well. This one they've been able to be way more flexible with. They've had Fram on the side of this. They've had American flag on the side of this. Airstream is definitely more flexible with this one versus the Bambi. Maybe the Bambi is kind of their little pet, their little baby. You know what I'm saying? But let's chop these open and let's hope all the trailer stands go in perfectly. All right, everybody, we're going to kick this off. 1972 Airstream double axle trailer. This one looks pretty good. I will tell you there is one good thing about these newest releases. Now you realize, or maybe you didn't realize, but a couple of series ago of just tow stuff in general, Greenlight did some plastic trailer stands. I'm happy to report they are back to metal. So the trailer stands are metal again, which is very, very, very nice. However, their tolerance is pretty off. They pretty much slide right through. You can kind of see this one's kind of crooked a little bit. It's the only reason it's holding the trailer up. But it's pretty common for the trailer stuff. It's pretty difficult to get consistent quality out of those. This one looks pretty good with all the wood trim. I do like that look. Very interesting with the full wood door. Very interesting look. It's always sported the same wheels. Sometimes they're blacked out or whatever. They did an unrestored one, which was pretty cool. Some additional details on the top. You got your vents and your refrigerator unit type things and air conditioners, all that kind of stuff like that. It's a pretty good model. It is metal, but the base is plastic, so it's not very heavy. Not like you'd expect to find from Greenlight, especially from a model of this size. Switching them around, taking a look at the base, 72 Airstream, 436, so relatively low number, which is pretty good. I'll take that one for sure. So it says 2018 is when this casting was new. So been a little bit for sure. All right, rolling with the Airstream flavor. This is the newest Bambi. Yes, it's silver like they always are because they tend to always be silver. It does come with a couple of surfboards, which are very, very nicely detailed. They are different from each other, which is pretty nice. They're not the exact same. However, there is absolutely no way to attach them to the Airstream or tow them with it or do anything at all. You absolutely cannot do anything with them with the Airstream. They are completely separate accessory. By themselves, they're nice, but they do have all these little, stand and notches on the bottom side, and it's a little frustrating. They couldn't have maybe made some holes or something to figure out a way to carry that on the Airstream. Airstream looks pretty good. There's pretty fine detail in this little dial right there on the side. We'll see if I can get that up on the camera here in a minute. But again, just another silver version. They changed the tank colors. They changed the base colors. They try to do some, prints in the windows for shades and stuff like that, or curtains and things like that. Sometimes they do silver wheels, chrome wheels, black wheels. There's a little bit of stuff they can change, but not much. As you can see, of course, Greenlight continues with no plate details on these models, which is perfectly fine. There is some really fine detail in that vent. Looks very, very good. Other than that, pretty standard fare. Side marker lights and all that good jive. Take a look at the base here. 681, maybe 691. Either way, relatively low number. Looking pretty good. Just a normal base. Nothing fancy with it. It is metal, though. Metal body, metal base, which is always a good thing. That model gets a little bit of sort of kind of premium treatment, I guess you could say. Moving on, so we have the 2016 Winnie Drop trailer. This one looks fantastic. This is definitely my favorite Winnie Drop. They've even done Gulf deco on this casting before. Love the logo here in the back, which is definitely different than what we normally get. Matches on the side. This must be some type of trim level. Looks pretty good though. There's one thing that I can already see I don't like about it, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. Like the detail on the front too. Love the blue integrated in there. Just kind of an oddball blue, you know what I mean? The color scheme is fantastic. Yeah, there's definitely some things on this I don't like. We'll show that here in a minute. One of the coolest things about this one is all the accessory pieces on the top, the antenna and the air conditioner and stuff, they're white. Every other version I believe they've done thus far have been black. Even the other one we're about to look at next, it was black. But they changed it to white, which just helps with this particular deco scheme on this one, which I think is pretty cool. So taking a look at the side of this, it does have these weird prints where the vents are, which is very weird. But you can see it's like printed over the print that was already there. So it's like double printed, almost like it's a sticker or something, but it's definitely not a sticker. So at least the wheels turn right. Taking a look at the other side, this is one thing I really don't like is there's molding detail in there for that handle. And I know that the handle does swing out on the real Winnie Drop. But I just don't like the way it looks on this with this, flat print look to it. I guess it's okay if you get the right angle, but it almost looks like they took a picture of the side of the camper and just printed the picture on the side. Very interesting, very interesting. And then, of course, we'll take a look at that logo on the back. Looks pretty good. Winnie Drop. Taking a look at our base deets. $13.94 is our number for this guy. Of course, all metal as well. So that's pretty good. So now remember, that's a 2016. This one is a 2017, but there's no difference. I mean, they're the same exact casting with all the same details. Neither one of them changes. But Greenlight does it just to give some different continuity in the mix, which I think is fine. You know, it gives that kind of cool flavor. Again, that handle just looks a little weird, in my opinion. But the red looks pretty good on this one. It's interesting that it's kind of old school brown wood kind of color with like modern red on the side. These Winnie Drops are a very interesting combination of new and old. I think they're actually a very, very sound style, very sound design to appeal to a very broad market, which is pretty cool. So I'm kind of glad that Greenlight did this one, but you know, nothing fancy. One thing I didn't point out before, it does have the canopy pieces added to the outside, so they are separate. Although there's no canopy that opens because that would be a little bit too much. Whoa, yeah, 1776. Heck yeah. This is like the American version right here. Look at that. I've never gotten a 1776. That is flipping awesome. And it's red and white, but there's no blue. Man, that's super cool. That's awesome. I like it. 1776. I know it's ridiculous, right? But I think it's cool. It's cool. All right, 59 travel trailer. This one is super basic, but the tampos are just so crisp on every version of these that they do, and they look super, super good. This one, you know, again, not the best. It is a Siesta travel trailer. I don't know why they didn't put the Siesta on there. Looks like I have some goop on one side of that in the back. That doesn't look good. We'll take a look at that. I'm looking at the little clamshell that came in. It doesn't look like there's anything in there. But we'll take a look at that. I mean, realistically, let's be honest with ourselves. Can I make it through one Greenlight unboxing without a quality issue? Probably never going to happen. But anyways, this one looks good. Again, very static model. Does not do anything. Just sits there. Just gets towed. That kind of stuff. Taking a look at that little goop thing on the side. Hopefully that cleans up. I don't want to figure out what that is right now, but you know, Greenlight quality at its finest. So hopefully that cleans up. If not, I guess I'll have to get yet another one of these Siesta travel trailers. And then just a big silver splotch there for where the, you know, access panel or whatever would be. It's obviously not the plate or anything like that. Just very basic. I mean, this is from the late 50s. It's purpose-built trailer. So still looks pretty good, though. Do you like little Siesta logo on the front? Base deets $29.53. So not that big of a, or not that low of a number, I should say. So a little rough. Hopefully whatever's goops on there will clean up. All right, this is definitely my favorite. This is definitely my favorite of the whole mix. 1958 Cadillac Deville. Man, the paint job is just insane. Look at the silver on that. Look at the gold on that. The black striping. Oh, man, just insane. White wall tires. Chrome caps. Black wheels. And this thing is just screaming like custom. Looks super, super good. This one does have a little bit of a moving feature, I guess you could say, quote unquote. So a little canopy in the front opens up. Just a kind of cool little feature there. Nothing fancy. Not meant to be, you know, like, you know, opening parts, I guess you can say. Just a little bit to add flavor to the trailer itself. It's just solid plastic underneath there, or metal or whatever. But it still looks pretty good. It is body colored. Works very good. Does stand up as well, which is pretty nice. This one is just a ridiculous detail. Look at that. Looks so good. I'm so glad that this one turned out to be good. Of course, flat black on the tongue. Just the tongue is sprayed, which is very, very nice. Base deets, it is etched. Looks like 1630. So pretty average number. Again, So not too crazy. You guys know that 59 Siesta travel trailer I got separate from the rest of these, and it was a much higher number. So there you go. That is the mix. We're going to do a little bit of silver tribute, I guess you could say, to roll out. Got some Bambis, and the Cadillac looks very, very good. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. That is Hitched Homes Series 11. Been out for a little bit. I'm a little late to the game, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that either way. If you got a favorite, always drop a comment. Let me know. Appreciate that. And yeah, I got to get to cleaning up that little bit of a splotch on there. So anyways, we're going to roll out. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Level and Cast. Peace.